Hello everyone, welcome to William Hession Art Livestream. So this stream is my first official Twitch stream, and it's all focused around my Patreon and my art print reveal and all the projects I have going on. So first of all, just please support me on Patreon if you are interested in the work that's going on. Obviously hang out, there's gonna be giveaways. We're gonna do an art print reveal and talk about the many other projects that are going on right now. So these monthly reveal videos, live streams are gonna be 1 hour, and they're gonna cover a whole host of topics that will include what's happening in the next month and projects that are going on and things to look forward to. You'll see here on the screen that we got 2 live contests. There's actually going to be 3 contests today. So anybody that comes into the stream gets entered into the contest. Anybody that's a patron that leaves a comment on my Patreon page gets entered into the contest. And for this month, and I did this last month as well, anybody that offers up a person to be entered into the contest. Actually, Megan, who's watching right now, did you put somebody in last time? You're welcome to nominate somebody to be in the contest who's not a patron, who can win. And when I populated the list from last time, I was only able to pull it from last month's list. So if there's one you'd like to add, and those, the people that people get nominated stay on that list, and then every month I'll try to give away 1 print of the current prints to somebody. So that list is just going to hopefully keep getting bigger and bigger as we go. So you never know who's going to win that. So if somebody got nominated last month and they didn't win, which is majority, then they'll move on to the next one. So super excited. One of the big announcements is just that me and Sarah are now in Eastport. So the move happened. It's been one hell of a month. We went from Portland to Eastport, and this is the new space. If I turned the camera around, you'd see it's a complete mess over here. But I found a little nook, put up a couple paintings, and the goal is to have this a really nice streaming spot so I can hang out, make art with people, and be able to stream, and also use this for these kind of videos. So that is pretty exciting to me. And so we got the 2 contests. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the art reveal right now, because there's an element to it that I want to get that out of the way and really show it. And I want to pull it up on the screen so people can see it. And there's the 1-week window where anybody that's a patron can claim one, and then they will go live on my Etsy shop. And you'll be able to see some of my past print. And that's what I'm going to show off first, is just my print from last month. And that was the Outbreak print. And so here is the foil print from last month. Actually, Megan, there's yours. Got it saved, number 24. Check it out. So this is the print from last month. Let's see if I can get it in there. And this is the one, this is available right now on Etsy until they're out. So there's only 35 in existence, and you can pick them up there. If you become a patron, you get to pick one of the art prints that are currently available, and you can choose which one you want, and that's your gift for becoming a patron. If you are already a patron, you can obviously, depending on what level, you can pick that. Hello, what is that? 74 NK9. Hello, Jade. That's quite the username. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got to get you entered into the contest over here. 101. Jade. Hello from Eastport, by the way. Pretty excited. This is the new space. It's not really, I'm not going to do much of a tour from here, but we're going to be, oh, Tank Girl. Jeez. Yeah, now I see it. That makes so much sense. That's not such a weird name at all. Yeah, so, but I'm going to do a video just walking through the whole area and show the studio. I'm going to do a little update about that here shortly. But we're going to go ahead and get the reveal of art print for September. So I just showed Outbreak. That was the first of 12 prints available. Again, doing these monthly. So the print for this month is here. Check it out. So this is actually inspired by a couple different patrons. So the concept is inspired by my nephews. So David, Theodore, and Jasper, my 3 nephews, that's who inspired this print. And I really wanted to focus on something happy and fun for this month, especially just with everything that's going on. I really just wanted this to be a pleasurable thing. And so I'm also very inspired by, buying homes and doing this kind of house things. You get to see all kinds of weird little wallpaper and stuff like that. So that's also part of this print. Just things that make me happy. And the designs are very much something I had designed a few years ago, and Took Gallagher, one of my patrons, was a huge inspiration. She really took to these designs, and ever since then, I've used them in miniature art hunts, and I've tried to make a comic with them, but I haven't gotten that far on that. But just these characters have shown up many times. So this is the art print for the month. I'm really excited about it. And this one, a lot of times I like to put it up for vote on what the print's going to be. But with the moving this month, I decided, you know what? I had this idea. I was super excited about it. And I went ahead and just went for it, because I wasn't going to have time to engage that much this month with the move. So pretty excited. Art print number 2. Patrons can claim this now. They can claim one anytime. There's only 36 in existence. So claim them now, and in 1 week they will go live on Etsy. So you'll be able to pick them up there if you're not a current patron. So sweet. Yeah, exactly. Jade was there when I was pulling back some of the wallpaper at the house in Hemlock. You were actually a huge help for getting that place ready to go. So, and now it's like I'm getting to kind of redo it here in Eastport. Same kind of process, fixing up different things. And Jade, I think you'd really love the studio space I have out back. It's like a big barn, and I'll be able to kind of modify it into a studio. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get an image up. Let's try this. The goal is to pull it right up on the screen. Check it out. This is cool. Wow. Look at this technology. I'm super excited to be getting this figured out, but that's awesome. Pretty easier than I was expecting. So this is my first real stream doing it, and I can see I want to kind of do a border and some text and stuff, but that's actually pretty sweet. All right, so there's the print. Now, one of the exciting things about the print this month, so the lack of engagement building up to it, so this should be a complete surprise to all the patrons, because no one's gotten to see any hints about this print at all, which can, for good and for bad, right? I didn't get feedback from everybody, which I use to make sure I'm making things that people like. But at the same time, it's a fun surprise, and now I've got a little contest for everybody for naming this print. So I don't have a name yet. So I have not signed the back and gave it a title. So I'm looking for your feedback on naming the print. And we'll put it up for a vote to the patrons. So if you guys, obviously it could be something to do with threes. It could be something to do with being joyful and happy, wallpaper, I don't know. But feel free to put out any ideas, and I'm going to take the stuff from the chat or from any feedback, and I'm going to put it up for a vote. And the winner will get a free art print of it. So please go ahead and think of a good print name for that. Okay. Cool. I'm excited about that one. The other big exciting news, and I'm going to do the drawings right at the end. So I've got the 3 drawings coming up. So anybody that comes in, I'll add, and we'll do the suggested one as well. But I've got a list of great things to talk about here. So I have the house and studio update, as I said. We're in the new space. I've got a ton of plans for how to decorate this wall to make it really cool. It's going to actually have a lot to do with me learning Twitch, though. So, because I'd like to figure out all these different elements and make sure everything looks really cool. and fun, and kind of really just serves the purpose of the stream. And if you guys have feedback on that, like what would make it good, please let me know, because that's very important. And the house update is someday in the next week or two, I'm going to walk around and do a tour for the patrons of the house. So if anybody has any suggestions, things that they'd like to see or learn about with the house, feel free to shoot those over, because that will be like a patron exclusive walkthrough. And Jade, I'm glad to hear that you're streaming as well. I did check out your stream a week ago briefly. And John Finiston, I think you remember, he's also been streaming. So I would love if we could like learn together. He's got a really sweet setup where it shows donations and he's got some graphics and stuff. It looks really good. So I'd love to, I'd love to learn what you're learning, and see what we can put together. Because it would be really fun to have just a really sweet setup, something like really nice. And I really want it to focus, obviously, art, and lead people back into the Patreon and stuff like that. So super pumped about that. Okay. So custom baseball cards is something that the big reason this happened is because of you guys as the patrons. I have been doing these art cards, as you know, and one of the things I've been testing in the meantime is to make baseball cards, just modify certain baseball cards, as a way to test like how it looks with the different foils and stuff. And when I showed some of the collectors, baseball card collectors, that they really enjoyed them, and so now it's kind of like a secondary thing I'm doing, is I'm making custom cards and like modifying these really sweet art ones and being able to do that. So I just wanted to show off a couple of those, and show you some of the things that I've been working on. So check it out. So this one, the design was by Keith Shore, an artist who I really like, and I'm collecting some of his stuff, and so I modified this one to give it like a zebra thing, and you can see the foil has kind of like an MC Escher type of style. And here's one by Fucci. So these are all like modern artists that are doing their versions of baseball cards. And the thing of it is, some of them come either damaged or really off-centered. So I'm just taking those ones and doing my own modifications, doing some art on the computer, and then printing them off and making them foil. So it's kind of the funny thing is, it was just a way to try to get good at making my prints, but it actually, it's been so fun to do, and people have really liked them, that I've been able to like just keep working on some of those. And especially because, some of the disappointments when you're collecting cards is you can get damaged ones or things that aren't working well, and so you can I'm just modifying them. They still have the original backs, and I just explain that I made an alter to it, like that. So again, this is the Keith Shore version. I just kind of played around with it, gave it like a cowboy-esque thing. Here's two that I have listed right now. So I've got another these Keith Shore ones were the really overprinted ones. There's a lot of damaged ones. So I just messed around with some of the borders. That's a Jungle Rose foil. I did like a sneaker spotlight kind of style inspired of Blake Jameson's art. So he did that art here, which is, love that, Mike Trout. He did a stencil art. He's really, really cool artist. Huge inspiration for card art in general. And then I foiled it up. Exactly. If I would have thought of doing these foils back then, Jade, I would have been doing this the whole time, because they're really fun way to kind of like modify and have fun with them. So this is Old Man Allen made this one of Ted Williams, and I just kind of gave it the zebra effect. So love that foiling though. It looks really good. And for those of you that are, so I've been inviting people from the card community to join my Patreon, and I know I have a few that have. So these are like exclusive reveals for you guys to see. Some of them I have posted But I'm going to, this is, I think that one was, yeah, these are ones by Joshua Vides, who does these amazing designs with white and black. So I've been just kind of modifying some of these to look a little bit more like some of the other artwork he makes. So they're really just an homage to his stuff. And I've seen some other people do similar ones like that with his stuff. Yeah, I really like this rainbow jukebox one. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're really sweet. And then JK5, who's one of my personal favorites. I love his design, his style. And he makes most of his cards just black and white, although now he's been venturing into color. But so some of the damaged ones are pretty exciting to modify. And so some of that's just drawn on there, and some of that is foiling. And here's a Joshua Vides sneaker one that I'm doing. I've got a couple other pretty exciting ones that I'm working on that I haven't printed yet. But now that I got moved into the new space and set up, I'm really excited to get some of those done. So those are just some of the baseball cards that I'm working on. I've really only just started exploring this kind of realm. And I know a bunch of people have been asking me like how to be able to do that and pull that off. And I might make some videos on how, answering any questions about that. But patrons, I might make a patron video on how to make your own foil cards. It does take certain things you'll need, but once you have like all the right tools and setups, it's pretty easy and pretty fun. You can do a lot of modifications. And I've been pretty intense on trying to make them just look really professional and solid. But there's so many other ways to do it. You could do it, more expressionistic style, and you can make them more visceral. But I've been doing, and part of the reason why I've been doing this as well is we've got a new computer that has like kind of a interface that you can draw right on the top of, which I can't show it to you because what's streaming right now, but comes with this like tablet, and I finally got that figured out, and I'm starting to do designs with that. So some of these are also, not only am I testing the foils, I'm also testing my ability to use do graphic design on this kind of stuff. So I'm learning that whole process at the same time. So it's been just great. Okay, let's see. Next thing on the list is an enamel pin update. So for those, Jade, by the way, did the Teddy pin arrive safely to you? Hopefully it did. Here's the Teddy pin for those that don't know. So because of the patrons, I was able to release my very first ever enamel pin, which I'm really pumped about. You can get it on Etsy. It's also going to be a gift for available for a gift for patrons coming up here soon for the November gift pack. There's going to be so much good stuff available. We got the art cards. We've got these. We've got my Bearded Bunny stickers and original drawings as well and stuff like that. So, oh, you got it yesterday? Nice. I'm glad it arrived. So this one is selling pretty well. But I still have a bunch because, you have to order in such a large quantity. So if anybody wants those, you can pick them up. And if you're not familiar, this went through an entire tournament to get to this point. So there were 16 different designs, and they all battled each other with votes from the patrons, and this is the one that won it. So pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to doing another one in March next year. So it's going to be, I'm calling it Merch Madness because we're making merch. And the tournament's similar to the March Madness basketball tournament. So pretty fun, pretty cool. And then the other announcement is that you can get this pin, the one that I made, kind of the coronavirus version, for free. All you have to do is sign up. If you can find the post, I can probably put it up somewhere. You've seen it on my social media. I've been posting about it, but you can get this pin for absolutely free by just signing up on there. So look for that pin giveaway. And yeah, what a cool way to get a free pin. It's pretty awesome. So I've actually sold most of these to this giveaway. So there's almost none left. I have a few left on my Etsy. But really, they're essentially sold out minus the few I have left. So if you want one, make sure to fill out that form. Here, I'll give you the link right here. Sign up to get a free pin. Pretty awesome. To be able to give those for free. Hello, Michelle. Awesome, great to see you. And I'm so Michelle is the author of School This Year, which I'm gonna try to pull up a picture of that. So I don't have mine yet, but Michelle, I don't know if you got to see, but the print of the month is, I hope if the family's around, is the three creatures here, and it is inspired by your three little guys here. So, you know, we got David, Theodore, and Jasper at top. So that's kind of the inspiration, was those three. And it's about having fun and joyfulness and stuff like that. So it's a really happy print this month, inspired by your three little guys, who are all patrons, by the way. Pretty awesome. So inspired by you guys. It's all about having fun and being joyful during a time when it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So really excited. And we're having a contest to name this print. So I would love if David, Jasper, and Theodore wanted to pick out some names that they thought would be cool for the actual print. And Scott and Michelle as well. You guys have great ideas. So I'd love to get your feedback on what do you think we should name it, because it doesn't have a name yet. Ooh, Dances and Daisies. I like that. So I'm going to take all the suggestions for it, and I'm going to put it into a poll and a contest to see who wins. And whoever's name gets picked, so I have to keep track of who suggested it, will get one of the free prints as well. So super excited about that. Oh yeah, in School This Year, let's see. Michelle wrote that book and I illustrated. It has arrived to you guys, right? I haven't... I need to get my address switched so that it will come out here. But we're going back to Portland this weekend, so I'll be able to pick up anything there, and hopefully we got the mail there. Let me see. Create new. I'm going to try to pull up an image of the books. Where'd it go? Yeah, so School This Year, pretty pumped. Scott did a reading of it, which is worth checking out. It's really cool. Let's see if I can find. Must have it in different file. There it is. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do this one. Okay, see if it pops up for you guys. Yeah, there it is. Well, that's the coloring book version. You can check out the that's on Barnes and Noble actually, but it's also on Etsy at Social Stores. If you look up Etsy Social Stores, you can get that. Really excited about it. Another thing that's really just like a happy, you know, we're talking about trying to find the positives within the time of pandemic and all kinds of social unrest and everything. And I think this book is a really good version of that. And Michelle did a great job writing it. I was honored to work on it and do some of the cute drawings for it. So pretty excited and just happy to have been involved in it. It's pretty cool. All right, now how do I get rid of this? There we go. Okay, cool. Back to this. So again, sorry, I'm just learning how to make that all work. Story time for kiddos would be awesome. Oh, cool. The books arrived. So the books actually arrived the day we drove to Eastport. That's pretty funny. Probably missed it by half an hour or something like that. But we'll be back to get them Saturday. I think I have a couple different things to pick up. So super excited about that. So excited to announce about the the books, and people that want to pick those up, they're available on Amazon as well. But definitely check those out. Okay, and all right, we got, oh yeah, I wanted to just do an update about Music Mondays. On Mondays, I've been doing just kind of like highlights on some of the CD designs I've done. So I've been posting that. You guys can check that out. And it's been really fun to just kind of show off some of the stuff that I've made in the past, and at the same time feature some of the music that my friends here in Portland are doing. Just really kind of cool. And I think I might take a few Mondays off, but then I'm going to start posting some of the posters that have been done for different music events. A lot of them that happened at Hemlock, different collaborations with artists to make these like posters for the shows. Cool things that they kind of get lost in time, much like a lot of posters. So it'll be just fun to kind of take a look back at some of that stuff. So that's going to be coming up within some of that's going to be within the month. And longer. And then another thing that I'm really excited about, and Scott, I thought of you a lot during this. I'm going to be going through, I've got a bunch of bins, but the two main bins of childhood drawings that I'm going to be scanning in and eliminating some of the original drawings. But I'm bringing you guys along the process with me, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of it here on live stream, and just kind of going through and looking at these different old drawings and things and scanning stuff in. So it's not going to be super exciting, but the cool thing is I'm going to be able to pull aside some of the ones that I really like, and we're going to be able to vote on childhood drawings. We're going to have a big tournament, and the winner of the tournament, so it's like, let's say I have a weird horse drawing, or made up football teams or stuff like that. I'm gonna be able to pit them up against each other, and you guys will get to vote which one you think is the best as a concept to do something with, whether it's make an enamel pin or do a comic book or do a art card about things like that. And then I'm going to create something after. So it's like a big tournament of childhood ideas that you guys will get to vote on and decide what I actually do with it. So I'm really excited about that, because it's going to, first of all, reduce clutter, which I'm in desperation in doing. I need to get rid of some of the physical clutter, but I'll be able to scan it and put it on my terabyte drive, and it's not like I'm losing it. I'm just taking away the physical aspect of it. So, and a big shout out to Charles, who helped me get my terabyte drive and start organizing some of my, when he came and saw I have all these different hard drives from past computers, and about 30 flash drives of all my different projects. So be able to consolidate even that, which those aren't huge things, those are pretty small, but now I'm taking my old drawings and trying to consolidate them that way. So I'm just really excited about it. I'll probably pick either a day out of the week, or like pick a specific day. It's just gonna be like a long stream of me just going through that. So I'm excited to show you guys some of this old stuff. Some of the stuff I don't remember anything about. I'd be like, I don't even remember that drawing or why I made it. But it's cool because it's so many memories, a lot of them from childhood, a lot of them from high school, and everything in between. And so many things reference, what was inspiring me at the time. So it's like a lot of 80s culture, 90s culture, stuff like that. So super pumped about that. Upcoming. So there'll be an announcement soon as we go. And the streaming, I'm still trying to figure out how the streaming schedule is going to work for me, what's going to work best. I'm probably going to do a bunch of pop-up streams in the next month just to try what times work. Also, this space is such a work in progress. Like I was saying earlier, if I turn this around, it is a complete mess in here. There's boxes and unpacking and all of that kind of thing. It's common in a move, but a lot of it is just all my different projects, and the goal is to have this beautiful backdrop of all my art and things like that, so that when I stream, you'll get an idea of all the different things that I'm working on, and really make this room both a creative place to be, but also like a really fun place to stream and pull people into it. So super excited about that as well. Okay, so we got the contest coming up. Any questions? And Michelle, I don't know if did you hear about the pins? pretty much all of the coronavirus pins are sold now. They went to this giveaway, so they're a giveaway for free, but they're pretty much sold. So pretty excited, and I'm really glad that you got a few before. They're pretty much sold out at this point, but pretty awesome. Okay. I think I've got the contest up here. Now, as you can see right on the stream here, these are supposed to be the random generators. They don't seem to be populating the list of people, which is unfortunate. So you're just going to have to trust me when I do this these drawings that they are for real and not, because I don't think that they'll come up. Maybe once I hit randomize, they will show up. So we're taking the top name. I'm going to do the giveaway on first of patrons and people that are in the stream. So we're going to do that one first. There's going to be 3 giveaways. So the giveaways, I'm going to give away 3 prints of the newest, or 2 prints of the newest one and 1 of the old one. So those are the giveaways. So 1 print is going to go, these are really on nice stock too, by the way. I really like how they turned out. So they're going to be for the raw card giveaway, and then 1 of the outbreaks, number 18 there. So those are the contest ones. And also, again, just to remind you, if you're watching this and you're not currently a patron, even at the $1 level, which I'm now calling the bronze level, if you join, you'll get one of the art prints. So as like a giveaway. Obviously, if you join at this the bronze, the smallest level, you get, if you join that, that prize is kind of like your prize for, that's like you get an entry prize, and then that's kind of it. If you go to the silver level, then you get a gift pack here in November coming up, which you get to select your prizes, which I'm really excited about. And if you're on the gold level, you get just even more things to select and pick from. And there's going to be a lot of updates about some paintings that are available and things like that. Now that I'm in the space and set up, you'll be able to see some of the paintings that are available for sale and things like that. So I'll be able to post that. Yeah, thank you, Jade. I appreciate it. Yeah, that Outbreak one really turned out good. Pretty excited about it. Still have a handful left. Really turned out good. Pretty cool. Okay, so first contest. This one's going to be for patrons and stream goers. I think I have everyone. I'm just going to list everybody off. And also, Jade, if you have anyone you want to recommend to the suggested one, you get to nominate one person. Can be a famous person, a friend, a family member. You can put their name in, and then they'll also be entered in the suggested contest, and so they can win. So you're welcome to nominate someone if you would like. And so this one is going to have, and this includes people that are on the stream and then people that have voted on the last post on the Patreon post. So Scott Hessian, Michelle Hessian, Jasper Hessian, David Hessian, Theodore Hessian, Victoria St. Louis, David Gilliam, Sarah Sesgorm, Margaret Russell, Megan, you're on here, Jade, you're on here. Anyone I'm missing, if you are watching right now, just include your name so that I can get you in there. Got about 1 minute to add. And no pressure if you don't want to be in it. It's no big deal. Okay. And it's going to be just going to hit the randomizer once, and the top one on the list is going to be our winner for this one. And we'll do a second one from this list, but we'll do one at a time. We'll do one, and then we'll go to the suggested one and come back. Okay. So pretty fun to see. I can't wait to build these collections of these too. So one of the other things that I'm doing that I'm really excited about is getting these. I'm doing a kind of a coffee shop tour. So once I get a few more printed, I'm going to just be asking coffee shops that can put them up in these displays. So frame them up real nice, which again, that's an option for people that pick these up. You can get them in framed versions with little title cards. For an upgrade, you can check that out on my Etsy. All right, here we go with the drawing. First one. So we'll see if it actually shows up on the screen. If not, you're just gonna have to trust me. So here's the randomizer. Let's see how it looks on the stream. Theodore Hession with the win. Congrats to Teddy. You have won yourself a print, unnamed until we name it. Check it out. Congrats to Theodore. So I'm going to put you... Oh, there's a sheet. Way to go. Okay, so I'm going to put your name, put it in this little sleeve here for you. Cut out a little sheet so don't forget. Way to go. So, Teddy. Okay, that one's gonna be yours. So I still have to do the back because I have to wait until we name it. And once we name it, I'll put it in and you'll get it. There you are. Teddy, victory, first winner. There you go. Way to go. Excellent. So excited about that one. Okay, and then slide that in. The second drawing is going to be for another one of these. This is the second one to be given. Unnamed, current, the just released print. Pretty excited. So this is for all the suggested names. And this is a great list. If I missed any from, so I was explaining earlier to Megan that I took all the lists from the ones that have been populated on Patreon, but the live stream one, I think a couple people maybe had suggested people or texted me or something, and I wasn't able to find those. So if you suggested somebody and I'm missing it, please just let me know real quick. But here's the people that have been suggested: Jane Kenny, Kenneth Gilliam, Steve Kolb, Jake Cote, Trevor Noah, Anna Marie Bailey, Hendrix Johnson, Joey Grandbois. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's very French. Noah Boussier, Bill Murray, Daniel Bailey, Brian Stevenson, Katie Wilson, and Marcy Shields. So awesome list. And remember, this is the suggested list that will continue every month. And when we do these drawings, these names will continue and move on to the next one. So they'll always be on there until they win something as we go. So pretty cool. And I'm going to be doing in November when I mail out the packages for all the patrons, the prizes and stuff like that. There's going to be a bunch of drawings of one of each of the different things for these suggested lists. So it's going to be pretty fun because a bunch of people that aren't patrons, that are friends and family members and things like that, will be getting special things as well. So kind of like gifts. So pumped about that. All right, so for the second print, our randomizer. I do wish, and I'm sorry that the names don't appear on the screen as I kind of hoped, but what can you do? And I'll figure out a way to do that in the future. Here we go. Randomization. The winner, Anna Marie Bailey, takes home. That's great. Grandma Bailey winning it. Congrats. They look so good. These ones, there's just something about the foiling. I tried all different types of foils, but this one, I don't know, it's just very satisfying. I'm super excited for people to get this one. And remember, if you're a patron, you can make a claim starting now, essentially. But I'll put out a post with the reveal and your ability to claim it. Because there's only 36 of these, and once they're gone, they're gone. So it's going to be the naming contest, and then also the claiming, because you have 1 week to claim before they go up on Patreon. So 1 week. So it's funny, each week, both weeks, one of the grandmas got one of these. So that's pretty cool. I love that. That's super exciting. Grandma Lori and Grandma Bailey. Coming up big. Okay. Anna Marie. Yeah, so the Jade, you're asking about these. This one, oh yeah, it goes in this one. The print from last month. I have the Etsy up here. I'll share my Etsy. Patrons get this. Let's see it. Let me find my. There it is. Shop. And okay, we got one more drawing left. While we wait for, I'm gonna do the last drawing in 5 minutes. But just any other questions you guys have about just the move to Eastport, I know there's a bunch of projects that I started. If you watch my original Patreon video, talk about all kinds of these projects that I still am all working towards, but I haven't been able to kind of like make much progress on those. But I would love any feedback on, on just that process. Any of those projects that you'd like to know more about, like where they're at currently and stuff like that. Let me see. I'm gonna post my Patreon. Good idea. There is, oops, I just sent the same thing by accident. Where did it go? And again, as far as growing the Patreon, so I'm so excited about how many people I have, and we had such a good first couple of months. As we continue, I'm really excited for people to help spread the word about it. Again, there's going to be, I haven't really announced it yet, but there is a giveaway for anybody that joins at any level will get one of the prints as a gift. Kind of similar how I had the postcard go out with a Bearded Bunny sticker. Now, this is an upgrade because these cards are, the stickers aren't as valuable as the prints because they're limited edition and also, like hand drawn or hand embellished, I guess is what you'd say. So yeah, so let people know that if they join, they get a free print. And kind of as the months go on, those prints will expand to different things. So pretty excited about that. Okay, let me post it. Here's the link to the Patreon. There you go. Very cool. Yep, so be ready in about 20 minutes after. I'm going to make the post for being able to claim your Chubby Creature print. And again, remember if you have any ideas for names, I would love to hear on what name do you got for the print. And that's going to be, again, all up to the patrons. So the voting will go up to the patrons, and you guys will make that decision. So pretty pumped. Amy, Hessian, Ammon, the Ammons. Hello. They posted on my Facebook. That's awesome. Amy, Ammon. It's a Forrest Gump picture too, which is pretty cool. Great. Okay, so, and again, one more just reminder that you can get a free pin by just signing up there. That's pretty sweet. We got one more. Okay, we're gonna run the final giveaway, and then any last minute questions, I'm gonna pull down, since the giveaway browsers are not actually showing up. Let me get rid of those. They don't need to be up there. How cool would it have been if those actually worked though and you got to see the name as it went? That would have been sweet. So there's the reveal. Also, how cool would it be if it said like the reveal name up here, you know, on the screen as this image shows up? Got a lot of exciting ideas here, but still learning. And actually, the fun thing is that I've only run a couple of Twitch streams before this, and that was before they used this format. So I literally spent 10 minutes today messing around with it, and that's it. So I'm super excited to get to learn more about it and everything. All right, so final drawing. This is for the patrons and those that are on the live stream for an Outbreak print. Limited to 35. There's not that many left, a handful left. You can get them on my Etsy, etsy.com/William Hession. I'm having a hard time putting this in the right spot. So here we go. Final drawing of the reveal stream. Okay, so Theodore, you can't win twice. You already won once, so you're off. And here we go. Margaret Russell, victory for you. You get this print. Now, if you did already claim an Outbreak one, which I don't think you have, you'll be getting this one. But if for some reason you claim one and then you win a second time, you can change it for the newest print or even a future one. But I don't think you've claimed one, so this will go into your pack for November. That's a freebie. It doesn't count as one of your rewards. It's just a bonus. So pretty excited about that. And one of the really exciting things about this month, which I haven't talked about, is that remember all the gift packs and for all of our silver and gold members, those are all coming in November. And so what October becomes is kind of like a month of me getting the shop ready, or the catalog of items ready for you to pick from. So basically that's one of the big key things of this month, is to get everything up and be able to show kind of you all the different things. Jade, thank you for signing up. Awesome. So you get you can claim one of you get actually one of each of these prints if you want those as part of your sign up. It comes in your November gift. But you can also opt not to, like if you don't want one of them, you can opt not to, all up to you. So thank you so much for becoming a patron member. And Jade has been a huge influence with her art as well. And as you were saying, she's also a streamer. So she's been streaming, playing some games and stuff. So that's really cool as well. Awesome. Thank you for becoming a member. That's great. And I'm also looking for any advice for the stream, things you'd like to see. And not just things that you'd like to see, but also like what kind of things should I feature and show off? You know, there's so many different projects going on. It's not always clear what would be the most exciting thing for you to see, or what, you know, behind the scenes project, you know, parts you'd like. So really, really cool. And excited. So Margaret, I gotta get her on this. Big victory. Jump Hug Russell. So the history of Jump Hug Russell, how she got that nickname is at one of the festivals, we said we were gonna do a jump hug. And we ran and did pretty epic jump hug, but everyone was like, oh my gosh, you guys we just both went for it. Huge jump hug. And I remember Abith was like, whoa, you guys almost knocked each other out. It was awesome. And ever since then, we do a lot safer versions of this now, the jump hug, but I think it's something that should catch on with more people. It's really fun. And every time I think of Margaret, I think of that jump hug. It's a great, that was a great first one. And I'm glad that we scaled it back so that it's safer. And they're fun. They're got to be some of the best hugs. So there's that as well. Let me just double check that I don't have any the almonds. It's great. Any other things to promote? Okay, we got all that. Looks like that's doing well. Got the baseball cards I talked about. Got the see, scheduled. Let's see, published. Let me just look over make sure I didn't forget anything. Yep, so we talked about the 3 drawings and we did that. House and studio update, which I cannot wait to give you guys the walkthrough of the studio and update. Right now, I've been spending this week just clearing out rotted wood and restoring parts of it because the upstairs really needs that. And it's kind of, the floorboards are a little scary. But it's pretty awesome because a lot of it is still in good shape. So I can't wait for that. Oh, my mazes. Yeah, that's something that I need to thank you to the Hessian boys for that suggestion because I actually have a suitcase filled with those and I never actually got the maze books out. So I appreciate that reminder because I need to work on those again. So I'm going to put that as part of my list. Great, thank you for that. The mazes, yes, and I'm really pumped about. I have some new designs for that even as well, but I haven't started working on that. And a Choose Your Own Adventure comic book. That sounds awesome. I really like that. I love Choose Your Own Adventure and I love comic books. That is a really cool idea. What would it feature? What would the main character be? And Molly Tucker posted on my page. Good. I've been so me and Sarah we don't know anybody in town. But our neighbors are awesome. We've got some really sweet neighbors. I don't think we could have lucked out much more than that. Just some really nice, we got 2 retired couples, but they're both really, really sweet. And it's been really fun meeting them. And I've had some friends from the area suggest some people that live here, and so one of the houses that we were admiring that had some great just looks like a really fun house, like got a bunch of wood out front and a bunch of lawn signs, like a Black Lives Matter sign and stuff, and it was really cool. Hey, Rockin'! That's awesome. So, but we're gonna meet with them coming up because they're like friends of friends, which is pretty exciting. And Robin Farron, one of my activist buddies from back in the day, lives in this area, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so just a lot of really cool stuff going on. Ooh, a Teddy Spider comic. Very cool. Yeah, Ruckin. That was awesome character. That was Scott. You invented that character, right, for one of your class assignments, and then I illustrated it for you. That was awesome. Really fun. And Theodore, good idea. Teddy Spider comic. I like that. All the adventures of Teddy Spider, and that would be so cool because then people could have, you know, the pin of the main character going around doing fun stuff. So that's a good idea. I'm gonna maybe play with that. That's a super good idea. And the Choose Your Own Adventure, I'm not sure how to pull that off, but I really like that idea. Maybe it's like an online comic where as you select, it goes through a different set of things. Pretty good idea, gotta say. I like it. Anything else? Yeah, and the enamel pins, again, last reminder, these pretty much are sold out, but you can get it for free. Check that link. The custom baseball cards, that has been an absolute blast to do. Oh yeah, the last thing I'll show off is, so the people that don't know this is directly related to the childhood drawing tournament, which I'm super pumped about. But also the baseball cards. So Scott knows this all too well because I hounded him my whole childhood about making comics or making baseball cards with me. But look at this. I spent pretty much my whole childhood inventing my own baseball cards. And some of these in here are actually Scott's drawings, because I also kept everybody else's, because here's one. The Mexico Mean Monster. This is a hockey card that Scott made. Two guys fighting. That's awesome. Mexico Mean Monster. How cool is that? Here's Zam. He's a superhero. Look at his giant, I don't even know, rib cage. See if I can angle this so you can actually see it. There you go. Zam. And this actually, I think, was drawn by Nick. This might be a Nick Huesmuller card. Or is this me? That might be Nick Huesmuller. Here's an Owen Nolan hockey card I made. Oh man, Rays. That was one of my fake things. Ooh, that's a good idea, Jade, about having people, an end of the year Patreon where people who have the Teddy Spider pin can submit to be in the comic. Very cool. So if you own a pin of the Teddy Spider, you can actually appear as a character or invent a character for it. That's great. I like that a lot. Here's some of the basketball ones I made. It's just like a silhouette. I remember realizing that, like, oh, it's cool, I could do a silhouette and I don't have to draw all the details. And it still looks kind of cool. And it's funny because there are cards that actually does this now like that. It really needs foiling or something. Indiana Pacers, don't even remember this guy. Patowski. Oh, and $10 in Billy money. Check it out. Printed my own money. Oh, and these were some Nick Huesmuller. I tried so hard to get him to draw it. He was awesome at it. He did this cool stuff on the back too. Come on, those are sweet. And he was so fun to have in the store and stuff, because he really wanted my cards all the time, and so he just had to get better and better at drawing his own so that he could sell. Here's a whole basketball set. Look at this. Look at these. They just go on forever. This was Steel. That was another set. Like Steel as in the metal. Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, Tony Kukoc, Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, and Jamal Mashburn, team leaders. Man, I went all out with those. They cracked me up. Okay. Oh, and the big heads? Karl Malone big head. Hey, Gilliam's in here. Good to see you. Hi, David. Welcome. So these cards were drawn in 95. What I was 13 or so. And I usually labeled the year 1 year ahead, so I probably was 12, because I knew it would take me a long time to get them around. These are, second year stars, and had them all jumping around with like lights coming down. That's a pretty cool one. That was awesome. We had something called Store, which was basically a replication of Schindler's, our favorite card store. Scott, here's another one of yours. Owen Nolan. Says, I want a goal, and he's holding his helmet. Brilliant. And so when we'd come home and we'd only have our allowance to buy cards, then I would make my own. And I'd also have Scott and all the neighbor kids, all my friends, draw their own. Anthony Hardaway, rookie card. Dang, he's in a suit. This guy holding up number 1. That's valuable right there. I did helmet cards for different helmets. Oh dang, I don't even know. Check this one out. Die Cut Pro Performance. This was one of my favorite sets. Rays 96. So I love that set. It had awesome inserts. So it's supposed to be like a puck. It's pretty badly cut out. But I still think they should do something like that. I think that's pretty cool, Pro Performances. I always had like 5 or 6 insert cards per set, roughly. Some had even more. And some of these ones that are, I remember rubber banded up. You can see there's a checklist on there. So I think somebody was collecting this set that wasn't me, because I never rubber banded mine. And then when they decided, like, I don't want these anymore, I took them back. So they're like full sets of some of the cards that they were collecting. Just the last couple I'll check out before ending the stream. Thank you everybody for joining in. Again, there's the reveal of the print, the foil print for today. And David, did you get a chance to see some of the modified cards? I can show them off again real quick before I close it out if you'd like. Here's Bats 93. I created my own set called Bats 93. Oh, you did? Okay, great, David. Thank you. Check it out. Eating an apple baseball. Deion Sanders. Not sure if that's spelled correctly. Atlanta Braves. The typos on here are awesome. Roger Clemens with a D. Love that. 1993, so I was probably 92. I was probably 10. Harmon Killebrew. Couldn't fit his name on there very well. Also could not draw that Twin Cities logo for the life of me. You'd think being from Minnesota I'd be able to. Yeah, I forgot about Bats. Bats was one of my designs. Some of the ones these ones were really sweet. Another silhouette ones, but they were called Dunk Stars. Shaquille O'Neal. And so I ranked their dunks based on stars. So the stars go up the side. And you can see I ranked them. So they had fireballs and stuff, kind of very NBA Jam-esque. Very cool. So some of that stuff is going to be part of my childhood drawing competition coming up, where I just kind of, as I go through all this stuff and decide what to keep and what to throw out, or more so what to scan, because all of it's going to be scanned. Because like this old popcorn box, which I'm sure Scott remembers, because this was my, you could pay Billy money and you could reach your hand in and grab stuff out of here. So you could get all kinds of different things. I remember you could just win random stuff. Old Batman cards. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to go through, it's just clunky. It doesn't really need to exist like this anymore. The memories are cool, but I really want to make space and also go through it all, because that's the other thing is it takes hours to go through this. And each time I kind of like see it, I kind of like start looking through it, and then I'm like, geez, this is a lot to go through. So I'd really like to scan in the good ones and then have people vote on what they like. So I really appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And I look forward to, doing some more streams and updating everybody about the house and doing a walkthrough. So much going to happen this month. Super pumped. Plus, I got another art card to make this month. So I'll be kind of throwing some ideas out for you. What should be the art card or art edition print for next month? And I think I'm going to do an October theme of some kind. But I'm very open-ended on that. So yeah, can you believe it's still intact? It's barely intact. It's the amount of places that this box has gone is mind-boggling. 1989, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hudson's. How cool is that? So much history in this box. It's so funny to me. And do you remember so what came in here was a popcorn container, and we actually used that popcorn container a lot when we'd watch movies and stuff. I don't know if you remember that, but really cool. So thank you guys all. Really excited to bring you some new stuff. Right after this, I'm going to post the reveal print with the contest for naming the creatures, the print, and then also for claiming it. So you got 1 week if you're a patron to claim it. Otherwise, it goes live on my Etsy a week from today on the 22nd, and you'll be able to pick them up there until they're all out. So there's 35 or 36 in existence. So make sure to claim it if you'd like. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.